With a panoramic view of the Frankfurt Airport in the Lufthansa First Class Terminal Lounge, please welcome ET Now's Shaili Chopra.
Hello and welcome to Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa. Every week we bring you success stories of people from corporate India who've nurtured their passion and delivered on being very driven on creating businesses that have taken India to the global scene. Today, we'll have one such pioneer select the pioneer of tomorrow. Joining us today in the Lufthansa First Class Lounge is a serial entrepreneur who straddled many worlds. An IIM Kolkata alumni, he started his first venture, Rediffusion Advertising, with two friends at the age of 22. Soon he, along with his other friends, developed India's first microcomputer. But we know him much better as the creator of Rediff.com, a venture that is now a Nasdaq-listed company valued at over $500 million. Please welcome the founder, chairman and CEO of Rediff.com, Ajit Balakrishnan.
We watch the stars grow brighter as the sunshine slipped away.
The whole world knows you as the founder of Rediff.com. What do you like to be known as?
That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me.
Has that been the project that literally was the one that not only was dear to you, but catapulted the story of Ajit Balakrishnan?
I found that as early as 1995, I was fascinated by the possibilities that the web could bring together. So for me, it's very early days still in the internet world, so I'm even today as fascinated as I was in 1995. We are going through what is called the information revolution just now. I draw the parallel with the industrial revolution of the 18th century, which happened first in textiles. And basically what people did there was somebody figured out a way to spin yarn through using a machine as opposed to using a hand. And many people who lived through that era of that time, thought that this was something about better textiles.
Right.
They did not see that the world was moving through a different to the modern era, the era of industrialization. Similarly, I think we are passing through the information revolution just now, and it has happened first in media for purely accidental reasons.
Right.
The big companies that you hear of in India, abroad, all tend to be media companies.
Let's turn back time a bit because we want to tell our viewers a bit about how Rediff.com started. And at what stage did you realize that a .com was the right thing to do at that hour?
In 1995, somewhere middle of the year, I told my business partners, guys, look after Rediffusion. I'm going to do something interesting and I'll call you later. And we rented a 600 square feet room in Fort. The reason being that we had to be very close to VSNL, which was the only provider.
Right.
I looked around. India had 10,000 internet users. I said, it doesn't matter. Let's see what goes on. So we put together the first web server in the Asian landmass, actually. At that time, it was purely experimental. I had no idea what would happen.
Do you think, was it a first mover advantage, or was it just that you were at a time when people were not willing to experiment enough? Is that what was the reason for the trigger of the success?
You must understand that I had one leg in media, being a co-founder of Rediffusion, and
right.
at the other leg I had in the computer industry, because in the late 80s I was busy with two friends who came out of Stanford. We were making Unix boxes in Bangalore. That is the late 80s.
Right.
So if you're standing at a crossroads of information technology and media, you'll see the internet come down the road very quickly.
What have you enjoyed more, being the man behind Rediff.com or the man who was looking after the media business, the ad side of the business with Rediffusion, DYNR?
Both are fascinating. In the early days of Rediffusion, people used to ask us, what have you done new? I think we did the first television ad in India, you know that? The first for Jensen and Nicholson.
Right.
So at that time we said we want to pioneer creativity in Indian advertising. That was a big challenge at that time.
Okay, with that fascinating story, there are many more coming up ahead. After the story of Ajit Balakrishnan, we're going to try and bring the three entrepreneurs who will pitch their business ideas and models to Ajit and get his perspective and guidance to see if they can truly scale up their businesses. But that will happen on the other side of this lounge where we're headed. So we'll catch you after this very short break. Go.
Hello, I'm Neha Juneja, the co-founder of Greenway Grameen Infra, where we develop high immediate impact products for the rural markets.
Hello, I'm Ankit Chajat, co-founder of 3gsimplified.com, a tool that helps you find the best mobile plan.
Hi, my name is Advait Dudu. I am the founder and CEO of Alive Now, and we provide comprehensive social media management solutions to brands and organizations.
This is Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa.
Meets type. Create and connect with the new BlackBerry Bold 9900 smartphone.
उल्लू मत बनो. इंश्योरेंस कंपेयर करो.
Before you realize, your loved ones will grow. What about your money? For incredible investment opportunities, talk to SMC. Moneywise, be wise.
Coming up today on Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa. Catch Business Pathfinder Ajit Balakrishnan select tomorrow's business pioneer. Only on ET Now. This is Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa.
Welcome back to Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa. We have with us the founder, chairman and CEO of Rediff.com, Ajit Balakrishnan, at the Lufthansa first class terminal. It's the only airline in the world to have one. And now in this segment, we're going to be joined by three entrepreneurs who are going to make a pitch on their businesses and ideas to Ajit. Let's see if they can impress him and get some guidance. Each of them are going to get 3 minutes to make their pitch, and one of them could win a Lufthansa business class return ticket to their dream destination in Europe. They also will get a mentorship from Thai. Our winner today could potentially grab a spot on what is the Pioneering Spirit leaderboard, which will rank all the episodic winners on the basis of their scores, and the top three will then get into the finals. So let's get started with our first entrepreneur today. It's Neha Juneja, co-founder and CEO of Greenway Grameen Infra. Welcome to the show. Have a seat. We can see a bit of ecologically conscious company out there. Talk to us about it.
So we develop products for the rural markets, essentially products that are eco-friendly and also cater to some of their most critical needs. We piloted with our first products just a few weeks ago. It's a metallic stove that replaces traditional mud stoves used across India by close to 70% of the population and over 3 billion people worldwide. Not only does it solve a huge environmental problem, a climate change issue, because these traditional stoves use so much fuel, but it also is a health boon because it eliminates all noxious emissions emitted during cooking, which people have to do for hours every day, especially women and children. The product is priced for the rural consumer. It is designed for the rural consumer. And our broad idea as an enterprise is to be very close to the consumer, keep designing products, build a distribution network and push different products through the same channels.
Describe for us who's the kind of consumer that you have in mind for? Where does he or she live, and what is the work they do, and how much do they may earn?
And my consumer is essentially a rural household, typically a farming household, or even people who work as farm labor, and also not so much in cities like Mumbai, etc., but the urban poor who are typically on the outskirts, do not have access to LPG, and nowadays kerosene is an absolutely unaffordable fuel for the urban as well as the rural poor. And every house has to cook, you have to cook your meals, so everybody uses a stove.
When you go to sell it to them, what is the key benefit that you emphasize?
It's a different, the key benefit that we emphasize is fuel savings, though an even better benefit is the health benefit, but it sells on the fuel savings. The moment you demonstrate the product, people understand even better than we that, look, it's saving so much fuel, my walls would not get blackened, etc. So benefits are very immediate, very clear.
I think your time's up, but we've got plenty of questions in there with Ajit. Thanks very much, Neha. Okay then, let's move to the next entrepreneur, Ankit Chhajjar, who's the co-founder of Chini Labs. Welcome. So Chini Labs, I'm very curious what it is. Is it just a catchy name for the company?
Yeah, it is a catchy name. We thought we should develop products that make people go sweet, and hence comes the word Chini.
Right. Okay. Go sweet?
Go sweet
people
as in
go
wow.
Sweet?
As in
okay.
So 3gsimplified.com is a product. It's a tool that helps you find the best mobile plan. Which otherwise the task could be complicated considering the number of operators you have in each circle and each operator offering multiple plans and top-ups.
Okay.
Right? So our product will help you simplify that. When you enter your usage, it helps you find the best plan right there. Now, we offer this service using two mediums. One is the website. The second is the mobile app. The mobile app is the killer, is what we think, because it sits on your phone, tells you what your usage is. Now 97% of the market do not know what the usage is because they're the prepaid market. They just do recharges. Now this app tells you your usage. You hit a button, it hits our engine, tells you the best plan right on the phone.
You're mentally picturing consumers are constantly on the lookout for various kinds of plans. Is that a reality in practice?
It is, because the whole industry is dynamic. The plans keep changing, the usage keeps changing. Once we developed this algorithm, we applied it on us, on our family members, friends. We saw up to 60% of savings and we were astounded by it. So we thought we should open this up to the public. For prepaid market, your plans or your top-ups are usually the recharges that you do. So we make money out of the recharges that we would do once you buy those plans. And in the postpaid segment, it is the new connections we sell.
In effect, it's a price comparison engine and recommendation.
Great, we'll catch up with you in the segment with the SWOT. Thanks. Our third entrepreneur on the show, Advait Dudu, who's the founder and CEO of Alive Now. Advait. Welcome to the show.
Nice.
Okay, we are ET Now. You call yourself Alive Now. Tell us what you are, who you are, what you do.
Sure. So Alive Now is a full-service social media management company. So we basically work with brands and organizations of all sizes, celebrities, non-profits, to design, develop and maintain various digital and social assets for them, right? So it could be as basic as managing their Facebook page, or as complex as developing an application for a brand, for a game, or writing content for their blog, or listening, or measuring social media analytics. So it's a wide range of services, and we kind of try to call ourselves like the one-stop shop for all social media services.
Okay, and who are your leading clients?
So we've worked with many clients: Barista Lavazza, Hard Rock Cafe, California Pizza Kitchen. We even work with Chevrolet in Europe. So we have quite a few clients, about 15 clients in India and abroad. And it's very much like an agency model where when we get a client on board, we understand them, we work with them, we work with their communications agency, with their PR agency, with their ad agency, and integrate their offline marketing and their existing marketing and branding that's happening with social media. We don't do search, we don't do website, we focus only on social, and we're really good at that. So services is, as of now, a big chunk of our business, but we're definitely diversifying into products also.
You used many examples of Facebook, but I imagine your professional practice extends across all social
Absolutely. We design, develop, maintain blogs, we tweet for our clients, we listen to our clients, we measure analytics. There's a lot of things.
Okay, your time's up. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Well, with those details out there from all the entrepreneurs, so we're going to, of course, give Ajit some time, because I think he's clearly had a significant dose of all these businesses. He needs to think about them, and we're also bringing some support from Alok Mittal, Managing Director of Kanan Partners, who's going to join him. In fact, he's been listening to us and this entire discussion from our control room. Alok, what do you think?
Some very interesting ideas, Shelly. I look forward to joining you and Ajit in the next segment and take our contestants through the SWOT analysis.
Okay, I'm sure these three entrepreneurs are looking forward to that. We'll have Alok in just a bit. But who could be today's winner is something you could participate in as well. In fact, Lufthansa India could be looking to give you a gift hamper if you could predict today's winner. All you have to do is to choose from the three options on your screen. If you think option A will be today's winner, write Pioneer space A. Option B is Pioneer space B, and similarly Pioneer space C. Send in your message to 58888. Quick repeat on that one, 58888. The winning entry will be revealed on the Lufthansa India Facebook page. Our lines are open then. Go on and predict the winner. We'll be back after this very short break.
This is Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
My wife wanted me to sing something more lively. And I thought about what am I going to sing. This is the first song that actually came to my mind. The Joy of Giving Week is something that a group of us have been very passionate about and started 3 years ago. We just created it as a platform and it's gone viral.
Catch Amit Chandra on Joy of Singing tonight on Business Tonight at 9. Only on ET Now.
क्या आप जानते हैं साधारण पेंट्स में हानिकारक VOC होते हैं। पेश है नेरोलाइन जीरो VOC पेंट्स। ना पोल्यूशन, ना आपकी, ना मेरी सेहत को कोई हानि। तो भरने दीजिए हमें आपकी दुनिया में रंग, बेफिक्र होकर।
Coming up today on Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa. Catch Business Pathfinder Ajit Balakrishnan select tomorrow's business pioneer. Only on ET Now. This is Pioneering Spirit, product of Lufthansa.
Welcome back to Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa. In this segment, it's going to be a tough one because we've got Alok Mittal from Kenan Partners joining us for a complete SWOT with the three entrepreneurs. And of course, our very special guest, the pioneer, Ajit Balakrishnan of Rediff.com, is very much here. Together, they're going to eventually brainstorm and come up with a potential winner. So I'm going to give the floor to you, Alok, the SWOT and the three entrepreneurs.
We'll start with Neha. I was, hearing to your conversation with Ajit, and it seems like multiple people are operating in the space that you're operating in. Right? The rural markets are hot. There is risk of imitation. I want to understand, going forward, where is it that you want to build the strength in your organization?
So we essentially see product development and marketing linked very closely in this market as such. And that is what we want to keep doing consciously. Even if tomorrow we have the assets, the capital to do manufacturing or actual deployment of the product through distribution, etc., we would consciously not do that. We see ourselves as a design and marketing organization which understands the consumer. And I think the greatest value in this market by itself is a good understanding of the consumer.
What are the kind of sales and distribution channels you think you can use as you start scaling up?
Right now we are relying on some existing networks. We are relying on distributors who are distributing some other products as well. There are hardly any competing products. And the idea is even the product pipeline that we have at the present moment, all products can be pushed through the same distribution channels.
What do you worry about most?
I worry about, like I said, imitation the most. That is why it's very important to be in the market, be traveling around, tell people, look, this is our product. And if imitation happens on a very local scale in any case, but even then it can actually dent your sales and profits to a huge extent. So you need to have a presence in the market, a huge one, so that there is some understanding within at the consumers and that, look, yes, this is the Greenway Smart Stove and it is different from any other product that may come tomorrow.
Okay, Neha's time is up. We're next with Ankit Chajjar.
Hi. Ankit, very innovative model around the mobile app. Globally in mature markets, telecom spend management companies have existed, but not quite scaled up. It forms a consulting piece of many of the larger organizations. Where do you see the opportunity of creating, a consolidated large business which can capture value in the market?
If you look at the larger picture, look at the family with our appetite for telecom services that has increased. If you look at 15 years back, we had one landline. A normal household today has a couple of landlines, a DTH connection, a mobile connection, landline connection, probably a data card connection. When you add all this up, there's value because it helps you find the right plan, product, and saves you money. And the obvious impact is seen for corporates because they consume multiple of these services, and we plan to take this international if possible.
What challenges do you see in deploying such a solution across wide range of services, given that the application phenomena is more or less confined to smartphones today, isn't available on landlines, isn't available on DTH, other channels?
So the key challenge we have seen so far, so currently we operate in two verticals, which is the mobile phone and the data cards. The main challenge we are seeing is keeping our data up to date, which we are developing tools so that this can be automated and it can be fast, it can be more real time in terms of updating our databases. The second is creating the marketing to scale up and the partnerships to get us to that level across services.
What could kill your business?
I don't see anything as of now because we've not seen such a solution anywhere, and we have worked, we know the complexity of the space, and we know we have gone deep in, and for somebody to replicate, I don't know how they would do it.
Done with SWOT. Let's get in Advit Dudu, who's from Alive Now.
Advit, I want to focus a little bit on your social open table story. Tell me more about how you're planning to take that to the market and acquire a large number of customers on that product.
Sure. So over the last year and a half to 2 years, as we've been interacting with many brands of all sizes, one thing that we realized was large brands who have big marketing budgets are willing to spend. So they are willing to hire us as an agency and work with us. But smaller brands and smaller, let's say someone who has 2 restaurants in a city, and someone who doesn't have a marketing budget but also wants to do something on social. So there were a lot of clients, like potential clients, that we did not work with. And I realized later on that there's a good market for smaller businesses to leverage social media, because the idea is everyone wants to be on social media and engage with their clients and their customers, but they don't know what to do.
How do you plan to take the product to the market? How will you sell this to thousands of restaurants and get them to use it?
It's a combination of salespeople working with the restaurant owners, interacting with restaurant owners, maybe organizations, groups that are where restaurant owners meet up, and traditional advertising also. So it's a combination of all this, and that's kind of how we plan to take it forward.
Okay, we've got the SWOT done, and looks like Ajit's been taking some notes down, so we will have some amount of consensus shortly. But I'd like our viewers to know that we'll be handing both Ajit and Alok what is a Pioneering Spirit dashboard, which will allow them to then make up their mind based on some key parameters when it comes to these 3 entrepreneurs. And for our viewers, it's important to know what these parameters really are. First up is market opportunity, quality of solution innovation. We also have scalability, team, differentiation, or what is called a unique selling point, or USP. So we're going to let them do a bit of brainstorming. Okay, the hands are off the table and the card has now been placed. It's got the scores and the result. Ajit, may I please request you to take us through the scores and announce the winner today?
Yeah. Advit has got a very good business, but we worry a little bit about the scalability. Because of that, I think he gets 55 out of 100. Ankit has a great business, so we gave you 75 out of 100. Neha, you instinctively put your finger on tomorrow's business, so we gave you 80 out of 100. Neha Juneja is the winner for today.
That's done then. We have a winner. The Pioneer of today has selected the Pioneer of tomorrow. Congratulations. So the winner is indeed Neha Juneja. Many congratulations to her. And now may I request Sangeeta Sharma, Manager, Marketing Communications for India at Lufthansa German Airlines, to give away the prize, which is a Lufthansa business class return ticket to any dream destination in Europe for the winner. Hi, Sangeeta.
It's a pleasure, Neha. Congratulations, and we're delighted to have you as a pioneer of tomorrow. May I, on behalf of Lufthansa, present you with a business class ticket to Europe?
Let me also add that Sangeeta is going to present to Mr. Balakrishnan, our pioneer, a small memento.
Thank you so much for being on our show. It's such a rare honor for us.
Yeah.
But we hope to see you on board this A380 one day.
I travel often.
The battle is not quite over yet. There is a chance for Neha Juneja to qualify for the finals, and if she makes it to the top 3 of the leaderboard, the final winner will then be awarded an entrepreneurial program at Cambridge University, aptly titled Ignite, courtesy Canon Partners. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you, Mr. Balakrishnan and Alok. Congratulations again. With that, we come to the end of another episode of Pioneering Spirit, a product of Lufthansa. Do remember, though, to post your feedback on the Lufthansa India Facebook page. We'll see you again same time next week. Till then, goodbye and keep your dreams alive.